Welcome back to the Motivate Podcast Show, where we say yes. Welcome back to the Motivate Podcast Show, where welcome back to the Motivate Podcast Show, where we say less, but we certainly believe for more. You know, the Motivate podcast is based upon the idea of incorporating 8 pillars into our daily routine. And that's what we focus on. That's what our conversations all around these 8 purposes. I want to talk to you today a little bit about, I've been thinking about this for a little bit for some time. And that phrase is this: your next is now. Your next is now. Stop waiting for others. Your next, ladies and gentlemen, it is now. Listen, let me take you on a journey a little bit back in the day. Back in the day, man, when I played basketball. You know, a funny story. You know, I'm 6'1". I'm about 205 pounds right now. So, you know, back when I played high school basketball, 6'1", I'm in 6'1", 6'2" range, right? 6'1", 6'2". I was a center / power forward on my basketball team. However, a lot of people don't know that I didn't always start out to have that type of skill set. You know, I played high school basketball, got an invitation to play it at the collegiate level, partial scholarship to play at the collegiate level, turned it down, decided to work as opposed to go to college in Boston, Massachusetts, play basketball and learn business. However, so back in the day, man, I didn't have any skills, man. And so I had to practice. You know, guys wouldn't pick me up. I go to basketball. Man, I suck. I mean, I was horrible. It was embarrassing how bad it was. I remember I tried out for the high school basketball team, right? I tried it in my sophomore year, didn't make it. My freshman year did make it. My sophomore year, I moved to a new school. I'm thinking, okay, new school, new environment. Nobody knows I suck that bad. And so they had basketball tryouts, you know, me and a group of other people. And I remember running a fast break, and I wasn't that coordinated as I thought I was. And I went to go up for a layup on a fast break, and because I was out of control physically, wasn't really athletic. I didn't really know how to bring my athletic ability together. I crashed, blam, into the bleachers. Nonetheless, I did not make the basketball team, but I built my skills. And here's one of the things that I've learned back in the day, man, on the court, the basketball court. As I learned to play and I got better and better at basketball, and I love going to the park, going to the outside court, man, where guys are running. I love it, man. We just played basketball all day, every day in the summer, right? And so there was a phrase that you would say to let other people know that you are in the process of playing next, and that is, I got next. So when you announced that you had next, when I announced that I got next, a couple of things happened. Number one, it identified me as a contender. Number two, everyone else who wanted to play understood the unspoken rule was that if you wanted to play, then you want to have a conversation with the person that said, I got next. And you would put together your team, and then your team would, whoever lost, when their game ended, you would go on and you play the winning team, right? So that's what that I got next, or we got next concept came for, at least for me, back in the day on the basketball court. But here's some things that I look back on that moment. Here's some things that were happening, which at that time, I didn't really see it like this. So when you identify yourself, when you say I got next, what you're literally saying is, I am announcing to everyone around me that I'm going to contend against the champion. Number one, that's an announcement. When you said I got next, you're making an announcement to the winning team that I'm coming for you next. The second thing is, for those who wanted to play, those who wanted the opportunity, those that wanted to get in a game, you now became a potential vehicle or door for them to get in the game. I hope you're following what I'm saying. So when I said I got next, I identified to the winning team that I'm challenging you. I identified to those that wanted to challenge the winning team. Hey, I'm a person. I'm putting together a team so that we can contend the challenging team. You got next. You got next. Another thing that I did was back in the day on the court is I would look at the team that's winning. There's usually a team that has a history of winning. They win a couple of games in a row, etc. So I'm watching the winning team. Who are the stars? Who are the leaders on that team? Who's making it happen on the team? Who has a skill there? Who's the big guy? Who's a guard? Who's a pointing guard? Who's a shooting guard? I'm looking at these positions. I'm also identify who is the weakest link on that team. Who's the person that we can afford not to guard? Right? And so all of this is happening within a short period of time. We're assessing, we're checking things out. I've already announced I got next. I let the winning team know that I'm putting together a team, right? And we're going to challenge you. I let those that have lost and maybe want another opportunity, or those who haven't won or lost but want an opportunity to play, I'm letting you know that if you want to play this game, you want to be on my team. I got next, friend, and I'm telling you that right now, wherever you are, you can embrace the mindset that I got next. And my next is right now. My next is right now. And when you do that, here are three things that I believe that you have to have in place. Number one, I believe that you need to have a vision. I believe that you have a vision. Vision is a primary reason for success. Vision moves us forward. Vision brings clarity to unclear situation. Vision brings light into darkness. Vision allows me to see my success in advance. When you have vision, vision allows you to see your success in advance. So when you announce that I got next and my next is now, number one is you have to have a vision of what winning looks like. The second thing you have to do is now you have to put in place the behavior that's going to support the vision long term. You got to put in place the behavior that's going to support the vision long term. Listen, faith without works, vision without corresponding action in and of itself is dead. If I say I got next, and if I say my next is now, and if I'm putting together a team, I'm acting like we're going to beat the winning team. I'm acting like I am going to succeed at a high level. So my mindset is different. My posture is different. My language is different. I'm not talking to the team, well, I hope we win. No, we got this. We got this. I'm telling the guys, we got this. We got this. Listen, here's what I checked. Here's what I peeked at. See that guy right there? His left hand, he can't use his left. Push him to his left. Push him to his left. Right? Make him use his left hand. That guy over there, he likes to shoot 3-pointers. Stay up close on it. Content. Right? Whatever the case may be, I'm letting the team know. And then the team got to understand that, listen, it's my team and not yours. So if you don't like the way things are running, guess what? You don't have to play. You don't have to play, but I got to put a behavior in place. I got to act like the success is happening now. I got to act like I got to call the thing that doesn't exist as though it is existing now. I got to act like the thing that I want that doesn't exist, that it is existing right now. Hope this is making sense to somebody. And then the third thing you got to do is you got to have an expectation. Understand this, friend. We don't get what we want in life. We get what we expect. Boom. We don't get what we want. We get what we expect. You know, if this was a live audience, and I've done this with live audience when I'm doing a motivational speaking and training, as a live audience, I'll ask the question, how many of you, and I won this one particular time, the lottery was up to $650 million. I opened up. I said, hey, how many of you by raise of hand would love to win $650 million? Every hand in the audience went up. Second follow-up question, how many of you went out and purchased the tickets over the past several days? Almost consistently, only a few hands go up. More than 98% of the people that are in attendance want to win, would like to win the lottery. Less than 2% of people in the audience actually went out and purchased a lottery ticket. What's the point? We don't get what we want, we get what we expect. If you expect to win, you buy a ticket. If you just want to win, you just say, I want to win. People who expect to win participate. So you have to participate in your expectation. So I got my vision in place. It allows me to see the end in the beginning. I have my behavior in place. Faith without corresponding action. Vision without corresponding action is dead. Now the third thing is I got to put an expectation. I got to expect like winning has already happened. My expectation rises. I call it leaning into your day. When I get up in the morning, I'm saying this is the day that the Lord has made, and I am going to rejoice. So I lean into my day. That's called leaning into my day because I have an expectation of my success. I hope you have an expectation of your success. And I hope you enjoyed this moment. I'm Rich Williams, Motivate Podcast. At Motivate Podcast, we say less, but we're always will believe for more. Let's go.